It is a tool, not a toy. Your phone can be your best friend or your worst enemy. We are constantly drawn back to go onto our phone because our body wants that dopamine hit again. That will affect you for the rest of your life. Something that I utilize a lot is... Welcome back to Highest and Best. My name is Carys, and this is where we talk about how to elevate your life, unlock your full potential, and become the highest and best version of yourself. Today, we are talking about how to get your control back and stop letting your phone take over your life. It will ruin your productivity. It will affect your mental health. You know it, I know it, but yet we still let this thing control so much of what we do, what we say, how we act, and we need to take our power back. The fact is, your phone can be your best friend or your worst enemy. It just depends on how you choose to use it. I used to be on my phone a lot. So I'm not coming from a place where it has always been easy, because this thing used to control my life, and it is a constant battle because the fact that I do most of my business through my phone. So I have a very easy excuse to constantly be on it. But I realized that it was affecting my mental health. I realized that it was taking over certain areas of my life. I was constantly on it. I literally started to get carpal tunnel in my fingers. I know sometimes that you may have felt it when you're constantly holding your phone like this and it hurts your hand. Yep. Well, that will affect you for the rest of your life. My screen time was upwards of 10, 11 hours a day. And that is actually disgusting when I think about it. And I knew that there was an issue that had to be stopped. The fact is, our brains are not wired to be able to intake all of this sensory information at one time. It is not how we were made. It is constant stimulation that you are getting left and right. The crazy thing is that when you think about your phone, whether it be text messages, emails, social media, you are pulling in and intaking everyone's emotions, everything that's going on in other people's lives. Your brain can't differentiate what things are real and what things are not. So if you think about the way you're intaking all of that information into your brain, the good times that people are posting, the bad times people are posting, the issues that people are emailing you, you're constantly bringing this all into your body, into your brain. The energy and the emotions that people have, good or bad, that's being put on you. And there is a problem with that. There is a neurotransmitter called dopamine. You may have heard of it. It is released when we have that sense of pleasure and reward. So when you are scrolling through social media, your dopamine levels are increasing and decreasing and increasing and decreasing. And because that happens through social media scrolling, through getting emails, we are constantly drawn back to go onto our phone because our body wants that dopamine hit again and again. That is why it's also scientifically proven that if you are going on your phone immediately when you're first awake in the morning, you are more likely to go on your phone again throughout the day because you're getting that dopamine hits early, and then your body is constantly craving it throughout the day. That is one of the reasons why I stopped going on social media until later in the afternoon. I don't get on it early in the morning because it will constantly draw me back to going on it all throughout the day, and you do not want that. And also, you need to analyze, how do you feel after you get off of your phone? How do you feel after you go through all of those emails? How do you feel after you scroll through Instagram or scroll through TikTok? Get awareness over your emotions, over the way you feel about yourself, over the energy that you have. Has it been filled up? Most likely, no. It feels like it has, but we get off and we feel tired, we feel bad, we feel maybe comparing against other people. Question the way you feel after you get off of your phone. Something you also need to do is analyze your screen time. It's quite disgusting when you see it broken down over the hours you're spending on your phone and on these apps. There are a lot of different details within the screen time. You can see how many times you're picking up your phone throughout the day. There's certain apps that you're spending more time on compared to other days. And then you could also set different boundaries for yourself based on all of these. On the iPhone, they have a couple of different settings that you can utilize, one being downtime, which will actually limit the certain things that have access to you in certain periods of time. So if you are trying to avoid being on your phone and actually being present around friends and family, you can put the downtime on. If you need help with certain limits on times on certain apps on your phone, there is a setting called app limits, when you can set boundaries and limits on how long you're spending on these apps on your phone. Utilize them, leverage them with how you need to. Something that I utilize a lot is do not disturb. Now I will D&D as much of my day as possible. It is how I'm able to be productive. It's how I'm able to limit distractions. And it is great because what you do is you have emergency contacts for urgent calls that you need to receive. And then everything else is done. Everything else does not come through. So you can have that time that is focused, that is present, whether it's during work, whether it's time with other people, and you're not getting pulled away by wanting to be on your phone or by checking certain things that are coming up. Also, if you've not already, please go onto your settings, go into notifications, and remove all badges and notifications that come up on your phone from social media. That needs to go. You should not be getting notifications of this person liking your photo, or this person messaging you, or someone commenting on your Facebook post. Remove all notifications off your social media. You take control and you decide on when you want to go on your phone and check these certain things. One of the boundaries I have set for myself is when it comes to text messages and phone calls, unless it is urgent, I will get to you from 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. That's my time. Between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m., that is the time I have to myself. I'm filling my cup. I'm working on my mind, body, soul. And then 9 a.m. comes, I'm there for you. You let me know how I can help, and I am there until 8 p.m. Text, call, whatever you need. Like I said, unless it's urgent, then after 8 p.m., I'm putting my phone down and I'm leaving it alone, because that is my time to then relax. I get my head right, ready for bed to have a good quality night sleep. So set time and boundaries for yourself on when you're giving yourself access to your phone. If some things can be a little bit too strict for you, one smaller step you can take is just by having phone-free time. It could be when you're watching a movie with your kids in the evening, you put your phone to the side. It could be during meal times. Maybe right now you have your phone sitting by you and sometimes you're checking on your email. Put your phone to the side and away from you. You're having dinner for 20 minutes. You do not need to be checking your emails. But if you're getting those notifications and it's in front of you, of course, you're going to want to check it. So think about how you can take a step into having more phone-free time. One way that will also help you stop letting your phone take over your life is to organize your home screen. It gives me anxiety when I see people's home screens and they are just filled with all of the different apps. No folders, no nothing. I'm an organization person, so it drives me insane. You should have folders for your different apps. Label them shopping, food, travel, social, however you want to. Have them into folders. And then any apps that don't need to be on your phone, just remove them. Delete them. You don't need them on there. If your home screen is more organized, it's going to make it easier on your brain. Also, I will tell you now, what helps a lot is having your social media one on the second page of your home screen. I do not have my social media on the front page. You got to scroll and then it's all in a separate folder. So it's hard to get onto those social media apps. One of the other things that I began to do to stop being on my phone so much is become more intentional. When I go to reach for my phone to pick it up, I'll ask myself, what am I getting it for? what is it I'm going to get on? Because I noticed that I would go and take the dog out to go to the bathroom, and I would feel the need to get my phone to go on to, see what's going on or updates or anything, literally for 2 minutes while I let her out in the garden. Why do I need to do that? I don't. That is the thing. So then I would literally go and reach for my phone, and then I would ask myself, do I need to go on it? Why am I going on it? No. And I would stop and I would go outside and I would just, for 2 minutes, take in the sunshine, look around, see what's going on. I live on the golf course. There's always entertaining things going on in nature and out on there. Be present and don't feel like you need to constantly fill the time, fill the space, fill the empty air with going on your phone to just entertain you and get that dopamine hit. It is okay to put it down and to leave it and to just be in the moment. So over this next week, I challenge you to take control back, to take your power back from your phone and stop letting it take over your life. I want you to implement some of these tips into your life, organize that home screen, set up the boundaries, analyze your screen time, look at how you are using your phone and figure out certain things that you can put into action today so that over this next week, I want you to see the progress that you make and how much it will help your mindset, how much it will help your productivity, how much it will help your confidence by not being consumed by your phone. After a week, I want you to check your screen time. I want you to check how many pickups your phone had, because you can see every time you pick up your phone, it registers that. I want you to see how much time you're spending on social media. And over this week, you should be able to make the progress and keep getting better day after day. Use your phone in a way that it can be your best friend. It is a tool, not a toy. It is something that can be leveraged for great things, not something that is consuming your life and actually just taking you away from what's going on in front of you right now. Get your control back. It's time. If you made it to the end of this video, please comment below. I want to know what is maybe one thing that you are going to take away to implement today. Hopefully it's more than one, but I want to know, what things are you going to do in order to help you get control back from letting your phone take over your life? Because we need to take our power back. You've got this. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.